Monty Williams has to elevate his. He's got to get in the ear of CP3 and Devin Booker and say, you know something? I got this kid over there with that wild afro. His name is Cameron Jordan. His name is Cameron Johnson, I'm sorry. This dude is averaging 24 minutes a game. Just got 21 in Game 5. Max, he's only averaging 9 points a game, 9.6 points a game. Max, he is shooting 53% from the field and 47% from three-point range. How are you not finding this man the basketball? How are you looking him off and just jacking up shots? He has shown no hesitancy, no shyness, no timidity, no apprehension, no nervousness whatsoever about gunning the basketball when you give it to him with enough space for him to launch his shot. Get him the damn ball. It's because if you're CP3 and you're Booker, you gotta know by now. You can't do it by yourself. You need help. You need help. And that kid right there, they gotta get him the basketball. Max, I'm looking at him right now. Max, take a guess how many shots Cameron Johnson has launched in this 5-game series. Take a guess.
Overall, the entire series?
Overall, the entire series.
So what are we? We've played 5 games,
5 games,
right?
5 games.
25 shots?
30.
30 shots, yeah. He has not touched
shots
the ball.
You,
He has not touched the ball a lot.
You got to get him the ball.
Yeah.
You have to get him the basketball. There is no excuse why you can't get in the ball. How many times did you see him open Saturday night, Max? I saw him open. I saw him open a whole bunch of times.
I agree.
And oh, by the way, he only attempted 3 shots and made 2 of them, and 2 of them were 3.
Yeah, what'd I say? 25? No. I would no. I was no. He should have taken at least 50 shots by now. He's
at
taken
least
30.
50.
Right. At least 50.
At least 50.
And he's taken 30. Right.
And he's taken 30. That's 6 shots a game. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
The guy with the ball in his hands, and they're both kind of combo guards, even though Chris Paul's really a point guard and Devin Booker a 2-guard. But the guy, and I mentioned how Booker has no assists in the fourth quarter. Chris Paul's the guy making the decisions. He's the guy with the ball in his hands. You could talk Monty Williams, you could talk Devin Booker. To me, it comes down to CP3. Stephen A., one of Michael Jordan's most famous. Oh, okay.
He draws so much attention. It would be easier for him to get Cam Johnson.
You're right. You talk about looking him up. Right. No doubt. But I'm thinking about Michael Jordan. One of his most famous plays was with the finals on the line.
Steve Kerr.
He passed it.
Or
not
Paxson.
to Scottie Pippen, not to some other superstar, to Paxson, because he could shoot and he was open. Find the open man.
Find the open man.
Especially if he can shoot.
They got to get this kid the ball. Molly, Max,
Yeah.
they have got to get Cam Johnson the basketball.
No, you've been saying it all along.
He will make shots.
Yep, you've been saying it all along. Speaking of someone that's been making shots, it was just last December that Giannis decided to sign that max extension and stay in a small market on the Bucks. Now he's 1 game away from being an NBA champion. Stephen A., if the Bucks pull this off and win this, what's the headline going to read about Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Giannis Antetokounmpo saved the NBA. That's what it's going to be for me. He didn't go to a big market. He stayed in a smaller market. He didn't attract superstars to dramatically shift the balance of power in the process. He just worked with what he had. Yeah, there was some luck that came in the picture, a la Kyrie Irving twisting his ankle, falling on somebody's foot, and severely twisting his ankle that kept them out of the rest of the series against Milwaukee, or Kevin Durant feet being too big because his foot was on the 3-point line when he hit that shot to send it into overtime instead of a shot that would have won the game for them. All of that's true. But let me tell you something. Giannis Antetokounmpo, with what he has done, the way he has played, the way he has led, the way he has galvanized this team, the way he has uplifted and brought this small market that is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to the forefront of the basketball universe. I can't say enough about him right there. And as a result, you know what? You see a lot of teams, a lot of players, star players in smaller markets, not necessarily in the bigger markets. You can be attractive enough to get dudes who can really play. They may not be superstars, but they can really, really play, to want to come and play with you, and you can win a championship. That's what Giannis is doing means to basketball. it's almost it may be the best thing that could have happened to NBA basketball in quite a long time.
I totally agree with that, and he played through the hyperextended leg that could have sidelined him. That's it, indefinitely. Like he could have been out for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And in a season where all these superstars suffered injuries that they couldn't come back from, you know, that 60 pounds of muscle you mentioned earlier, that probably has something to do. He put in all that work. But I'm sorry, I have to be honest, and I hate to be this dude. I know the man in the arena. I'm just being the critic, and I don't want to rain on everyone's parade. Both the Suns and the Bucks are extremely lucky to be in these finals. And they are only in these finals because, and only because, the Nets and the Lakers and the Clippers suffered catastrophic injury to their best players. That's why. Without that, neither one of these teams sniffs the finals. In fact, neither one of these teams makes the conference finals. That said, if Giannis wins the whole thing, having played through the injury, having not had one bad game, basically shown up like Shaq every day, the headlines will be that he has reached all-time greatness. He's a future Hall of Famer, and he is a champion.
My only retort to that, Max, would be that would be your headline. When we're talking about the headline, what will the people be talking about? The headline's not going to be that he's lucky.
That's right.
The headline's going to be that he's Giannis.
That he has arrived.
He has arrived.
He has arrived.
Max, who you got tomorrow, Game 6?
I think the Suns eke it out. I think we're heading to Game 7.
Okay.
I pray that Max Kellerman is right, Molly, but I said it Friday, and I said it again. Milwaukee's not losing Game 6. Not with that crazy crowd. I was there last week. I've seen that crowd. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.